Well, hello guys, it's Lordie here, and got another farm for you. This one's EXP and item farm using cave spiders. It can probably equally well be used for just normal spiders, but in this case we're looking at cave spiders. Now the setup I've got here is just you've got some command blocks just bringing spiders in just for the tutorial's sake, but basically this new farm is using directional water from 1.14 and it's enabling you to push like what 95-98% of spiders down to the killing area as quickly as possible using water flows. I think this is a nice new design. The old one, which you can see on the left there, you get quite a few spiders hanging around up at the top. On my one, those ones that are hanging around on the top eventually die from drowning because it's solid water up there because you've got the water coming down from the stair. So yeah, I think this is a really neat design. The one little problem you can have with this design is if you leave it too long without killing and you're standing nearby, you will get hundreds and hundreds of spiders, which can cause serious lag. If you because the cramming entity cramming doesn't work on this design because the spiders are being floated upwards. Okay, well let's get on with this build. Actually, before we do, I'll just do a quick time lapse to show you how many spiders accumulate up there. As you can see, they quite quickly start to accumulate up there, both at the front and at the back of the box to the left, which is sort of your standard spider farm. On my one on the right, because you've got the solid blocks, you can see the ones that are accumulating up at the front are getting killed. There are none accumulating at the back. They're all being pushed forward by the water streams up at the top of the box. After 20 minutes, you can see there's in the standard spawner on the left, there's quite a large build-up all around the roof at the back corners, the middle, and at the front mainly, where the player stands. And then in my one with the directional water flows on the right-hand side, you can see there's hardly any. Okay, without any further ado, let's get on with the build. Okay, so we're going to build the main platform here. It's going to be 9 wide by 8 long to allow for the water flow, and your spider spawner is going to be centered in the middle of this, so it should be approximately 4 blocks to the walls on each side of the spider spawner. Now we want to drop down 1 block and come along 9. Excellent. Okay, now we're going to start doing the walls. For the tutorial I'm using glass, but in your world, if you're digging this out underground, which is where you're going to find the spider spawners, then you can leave these walls just bedrock basically, or just the rock you find, just stone or whatever it is, it doesn't really matter. Just here though, we want to build out 1 block, a little 1 block pocket. This is going to be filled with water later on for the sideways water stream. Okay, so there you go, you can see I've just made 1 block into the wall there. And then coming along the front, and we do the same on the other side. And then continue around to the end, and then we're gonna for this tutorial I'm going to go up another 3 blocks, but you've got to remember if you're digging this out underground you're only going to need to dig up another 2 blocks because the third will be the ceiling. And yeah, go all the way around. And now I'm just going to add into a ceiling now, but as I said, This would obviously be the rock ceiling that you've just dug up to. Okay, now it's time to build the spider dispatch area. You want to come in to the 5th block along on the lower layer, and you build out a little tunnel 3 long, because you want to be within 16 blocks of the spider spawner to get optimal spawn rates. And I'd just add here a slime block with a pressure plate on the top, which helps items and mobs travel over them much better. Used to use a signpost in the past, but it's better to use this system here. And then we add a bucket of water just after the slime block. Excellent. Okay, moving to the inside now, we'll take the last layer away from the platform and put iron bars in along here. Excellent. Okay, and now we come into the directional water flow. You take the top layer out again above the drop down step, and we add in upside down steps. Doesn't matter which type you use. Okay, and here as well, you come in 2 from the front and you add in 2 steps here. I found in testing that this is where quite a few spiders congregate. And we'll add the water in later, otherwise it's going to be a nightmare to try and get the rest of the stuff in. Okay, and now we start with our gate posts, and we come from the 1 layer down from the top, because we need to allow enough of a gap for water to go up on top of these, and we just fill in all the way along basically, right the way to the end. Okay, now we add a row of signposts along the front wall here. This will stop the water coming down from above. Okay, now above the metal bars we want a row of 3 gate posts from the top down, all the way along. And now we need to open up all the gate posts. I do actually close the top 2 corner gate posts. The reason being that I noticed there were spiders like hovering around in that particular spot, and I think it works better with those closed. Okay, now we add the water into each of those pockets, and then along the main platform here. Excellent, that runs perfectly along the edge there. And then we want to add in the water sources into the stairs now, and you'll see that that water now just drops straight down the front wall, and that will either push the spiders down or drown them. Either way, it works to our benefit to get a faster spawn rate. There you go. As you see, the water's flowing nicely. And then all the way along this back wall. And then you've got the 2 stairs on each side. We just want to add water into those. That's it. And this one. And that's it. And if you look, all the water is flowing nicely over to the edge. Okay, well that's the build. Thanks for watching. I hope it helps you. Yeah, I found 2 spider spawners actually on my server, so I'm going to incorporate them into a big build. And I'll probably release a video on that in a little while. Okay, well in the meantime, if you liked this video then please leave us a like. If you loved it then please subscribe. And if you'd like to suggest anything we could have done a little bit better, then please do so in the comments. And even if you just want to say hello. Okay, well, have an amazing day, guys, and I'll see you next time.